Hello dear students of third prep science for second term, as we have to complete today lesson 1 in unit 2 as we talk about the physical properties of the electric current. As we studied before in the previous episode, we talk about the number 1 electric current, number 2 the electric current intensity, number 3 the potential difference, and we know the measuring unit of the three physical quantities as we talk about potential difference and the electric current intensity. As we studied before, we know how can we define both electric current intensity and the potential difference according to the magic triangle. من المثلث من الماthematical rule we can conclude the definition of each one of them. As we talk about the electric current intensity, I, which means equal what? Equal I, يعني عندي I اللي هي electric current intensity equal Q over T. So we talk about quantity of electric charge passing through time unit or in 1 second. So we can define from the mathematical rule. دي number 1. Number 2, we can define the measuring unit from the magic triangle من المثلث السحري بتاعي from the mathematical rule. As we talk about the electric current intensity, its measuring unit about the electric current intensity, I'm going to talk about is what the electric current intensity when the quantity of electric charge equal 1 coulomb passing through a conductor in 1 second. So we talk about measuring unit according to the magic triangle or the mathematical law of each one of them. Secondly, we talk about the potential difference according to what equal W over what over Q. So we talk about what the work done to transfer a quantity of electric charge. So how can we define? From the magic triangle, from the mathematical rule, we can define also the potential difference. So potential difference, it is a work done to transfer quantity of electric difference. It is a work done to transfer quantity of electric difference. It is a work done to transfer quantity of electric difference. It is a work done to transfer quantity of electric difference. It is a work done to transfer quantity of electric difference. It is a work done to transfer quantity of electric difference. It is a work done to transfer quantity of electric difference. It is a work done to transfer quantity of electric difference. It is a work done to transfer quantity of electric difference. It is a work done to transfer quantity of electric difference. It is a work done to transfer quantity of electric difference. Between two poles, we will talk about the new physical quantity as we talk about the resistance. Resistance معناها بالعربي مقاومة. We talk about the opposition, الممانعة, faces the electric current in a conductor. Any electric current passes through a conductor, we have no matter, we have matter here. We have medium, metallic medium. So we have resistance. As friction between car tires, عجلة العربية أو عجلة العربية with the road مع الطريق. We have resistance here. Also we have resistance in the electric circuit. According to resistance, we will start the first point in this episode. Let's go to start with electric resistance. As we have here, dear students, on the monitor please, لو نتكلم على electric resistance. What is meant by electric resistance, dear students? As you see here, it is what? It is the opposition. Opposition faces the electric current. Opposition faces the electric current in what? In conductor or in metallic wire. So we have to talk about what? We have to talk about the number 1 opposition اللي هي الممانعة faces the electric current اللي هو التيار الكهربي in what? In a conductor. في سلك أو conductor, which means حاجة conduct electricity. As we studied before in primary stage, we talk about good conductor of electricity as metals. So we have to know the measuring unit of electric resistance. Electric resistance is its measuring unit is what? Is ohm. 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 And measured by ohm meter. Ohm meter. So here we talk about what? We talk about device. بنتكلم على جهاز. As we talk about ohm meter, we talk about device used to measure what? The electric resistance. But here we talk about what? The measuring unit used put beside the number of physical quantity related to what? Electric resistance. So we have number one, measuring unit is called what? Is called here ohm, as you see. And number two, we talk about the measured by, we talk about device, بنتكلم على الجهاز. This device is called ohm meter. جهاز اسمه ohm meter. So we have, as you see here, dear students, we have R as electric resistance from the magic triangle. R equal what? Equal V over I. So we have to talk about the two measuring units here, as we have number one, V, as V here is the potential difference as we studied before, and I, which means electric current, what? Intensity. So V, its measuring unit is volt, and I, its measuring unit is ampere, and R, its measuring unit is ohm. So we can define ohm. How can we define ohm? We can define ohm from magic triangle. واحد يقول لي what is meant by ohm؟ هقول له ohm معناها ايه؟ معناها it is what? We know the way now to mention the definition from the magic triangle. It is the electric resistance. It is what? The electric resistance. When what? When potential difference. When potential difference, V, equal 1 volt. And electric current intensity equal what? Equal 1 ampere. Again, what is meant by ohm? يعني ohm? Ohm, which means the measuring unit of the electric resistance. But if we want to define ohm, we should define from the mathematical law. How come? هقول له it is the electric resistance. It is what? The electric resistance. When potential difference equal 1 volt and what? And the electric current intensity equal 1 ampere. So we define now ohm. We define ohm. Okay. The next point in this lesson, as we have here, to know Ohm's law. Ohm's law. قانون ohm. عشان كده سموا measuring unit of Ohm's law. طيب. Ohm's law say what? قال ايه Ohm's law؟ قال we have يعني to know what is meant by Ohm's law. R, as we have here, R equal V over I. So how can we define Ohm's law? أقول له قانون أوم ازاي بقى؟ So V equal R times I. صح؟ من from the magic triangle here. مش احنا قلنا كده؟ V اهو قدامنا V equal R times I. Okay. So what is the relation between V and I? Directly proportional or inversely proportional? As we studied before in first term or in any stage, we know if we have two physical quantities on the same straight line على نفس اللاين and between them equal وما بينهم علامة equal اهي يبقى they are directly or inversely أقول له they are directly proportional. They are what? Directly proportional. We talk about V, potential difference, and we talk about I, electric current intensity. So from these points or these steps, we can now define the what? We can define the Ohm's law. ايه قانون بقى اوم بيقول ايه؟ قال the electric current intensity is directly proportional to the potential difference. Electric current intensity اهو electric current intensity is directly what? Proportional with potential what? Difference. Okay. Again, what is meant by Ohm's law? يعني ايه قانون اوم؟ هقول له number one, electric current intensity is what? Is directly proportional with what? With potential difference. Electric current intensity is directly proportional with the potential difference. We define firstly what is meant by electric resistance. لما جه حد يكلمني وقال لي what is meant by electric resistance قلت له electric resistance it is the opposition faces the electric current in a conductor وشلتها خالص اهو من قدامنا. تاني what is meant by electric resistance قلنا opposition faces the electric current in what? In conductor. Okay. So how can we define electric resistance? As you see here, we can define electric resistance according to Ohm's law. How can we define? We know R equal V over I. So V over I, which means what? V to I, as we studied before in mathematics. زي ما خدناها قبل كده في الماث. In for example يعني 2 over 3 is 2 to 3. Yes or no? Yes. So what is meant by electric resistance according to Ohm's law? هقول له it is the ratio. It is the ratio between potential difference and current intensity. So we have two definitions now of electric resistance. One according to the electric resistance like that, opposition faces the electric current in a conductor, and number two, we have to define electric resistance but according to Ohm's law. It is a ratio, هي النسبة between the potential difference and what? And the electric current intensity, as you see here from the magic triangle, as we have in the magic triangle or the mathematical law of the electric resistance. So here now dear students we know عرفنا دلوقتي dear students as we have the electric resistance like that. لو قال لي في الامتحان what is meant by electric resistance هقول له opposition faces the electric current in a conductor. But if we have how can we define electric resistance from or according to Ohm's law, we can define from the magic triangle. Electric resistance R, it is the ratio between the potential difference and the electric current intensity from the magic triangle or mathematical law. At the same time, we can define Ohm. Ohm, it is the electric resistance when the potential difference equal 1 volt and electric current intensity equal 1 ampere. Okay, we know the measuring unit is ohm and measured by what? Measured by device is called ohm meter, as volt meter, as what? As a meter. We have 3 devices now. One, a meter used to measure the electric current intensity. Number 2, voltmeter used to measure the potential difference or electromotive force. At the same time, we have two quantities here measured by voltmeter. And number 3, we have what? Ohm meter used to measure the electric resistance in a conductor. Okay. So we have, sorry, as we have here, we have electric resistance اللي هو السلك, wire, as a zigzag or curved line, like as we draw in the previous episode, is fixed resistance, ثابت, morning as afternoon as night, هو as length as cross section, تخنه هو مش هتغير, مش الصبح, not like afternoon مثلا or at night. طيب, at the same time we have variable resistance, variable which means changeable, متغيرة. We can change the resistance. ممكن أغير resistance? Yes. As we see here, we have to talk about the types of the electric resistance. Okay, let's go. يلا بينا. We have to know volt according to Ohm's law. Volt according to Ohm's law. خلي بالنا احنا المرة اللي فاتت we talk about volt from here, the magic triangle here like that. عملنا magic triangle كده. If we talk about volt, we know V equal what? We know V equal W over Q. And the measuring unit of work is joule. Measuring unit of quantity is coulomb. And the measuring unit of potential difference is volt. So if we talk about volt like that, من غير ما يحدد لي, what is meant by volt? Volt, it is the potential difference when work done equal 1 joule, equal what? Equal 1 joule, and the electric and the quantity of charge equal what? Equal 1 coulomb. Equal what? Equal 1 coulomb. So here we have to know Ohm's law. هنعرف Ohm's law from what? أو نعرف volt according to Ohm's law. So we should define here volt from this magic triangle. What? R equal V over I. So we have R, its measuring unit is what? Is ohm. And R, its measuring unit is ampere. And V as a potential difference, its measuring unit is volt. So what is meant by volt? يعني ايه volt? Volt according to Ohm's law. هقول له it is the potential difference when electric resistance equal 1 ohm equal what? Equal 1 ohm and the electric current intensity equal what? Yes, equal 1 ampere. So we define volt according to Ohm's law. We define from this triangle. Again, we will write it as volt. It is the potential difference, PD as a potential difference, when as you like. We can start with I or we can start with R. When what? When electric resistance equal 1 ohm and current intensity equal what? And current intensity, yes, equal 1 ampere. Equal 1 ampere. We define from this magic triangle. Volt, it is a potential difference when the electric resistance equal 1 ohm and the electric current intensity equal 1 ampere. So now we define what? We define volt, but according to Ohm's law. Also, we can define ampere according to Ohm's law. We know ampere from the previous episode is what? As we have here, I equal Q over T. So, as we see, I, electric current intensity, its measuring unit is ampere, and Q, which means quantity of electric charge, its measuring unit is coulomb, and at the same time its measuring unit is second. So if we want to define what is meant by ampere, ampere, it is what? It is the electric current intensity when what? When the quantity of electric charge equal what? Equal 1 coulomb, and time here equal, yes, equal 1 second. But if you want to define, as we have here, to define ampere according to Ohm's law, we have I equal Q. No, we have to write Ohm's law, as we have R equal what? Equal V over I. We talk about what? We talk about Ohm's law. Okay, the measuring unit of electric resistance is ohm, and the measuring unit of potential difference is volt, as we see here, and the measuring unit of electric current intensity is ampere. So how can we define here, dear students, ampere according to Ohm's law? Ampere according to Ohm's law. Ampere, it is what? It is the electric current intensity when, as you like, ابتدي بعد ما اقول electric current intensity as you like. We can start with potential difference or electric current intensity. When potential difference equal 1 volt and, yes, and the electric resistance equal what? Equal 1 ohm. So we define from this magic triangle if we talk about Ohm's law. نكتبها. Let's go to write this Ohm's law according to this magic triangle. It is what? يلا بينا. Ampere, it is the electric current intensity when electric resistance equal 1 ohm and potential difference equal 1 volt. It is the electric current intensity when the electric resistance equal 1 ohm. Some students may ask me now, ممكن يقول لك we can start with the potential difference as you like after electric current intensity as you like, and potential difference equal 1 volt as you like. We can start with electric current, electric resistance or potential difference, but we were right after each one of them it's what its measuring unit to mention the definition of the electric of the ampere here as a measuring unit of the electric current intensity. We have types of resistance. أنواع resistance. We have resistance, its symbol like that as called, this resistance is called constant resistance. It's drawing like that. As we talk about the electric conductor or electric wire, silk. And we have another one as is called variable resistance, and its symbol in figure or in drawing like that. Because here we have rheostat, rheo, H silent, rheostat. So variable resistance is called what? Is called rheostat. What is meant by variable? Which means changeable, متغيرة, changeable. So we talk about variable, which means changeable resistance and its symbol like that, and at the same time it's we can call the variable resistance as rheostat. Okay, as we have here the figure illustrate the rheostat. Rheostat is what? As we have here we have copper bar here, this bar by red color is made of copper. Why? Because copper is a good conductor of electricity. Okay, here we have slider, which means movable piece of metal. طبعا metal because metal is a good conductor of electricity, and this slider move left and right as you like. بحركها. Here we have metal wire coil. We have here what? Metal wire coil, and this metal wire coil is rotate around the what we have cylinder here اللي هو الماسورة دي أو الأنبوبة دي cylinder, and we connect with current. Current will go from this direction, هيخش من هنا وبعدين move in this metallic wire. Okay, then go through the slider from here, then go out from this way to the other terminal أو الطرف الثاني from the rheostat. According to length of the wire, طول السلك, the electric resistance will change. The electric resistance will change. How come? Here, dear students, we have R, which means electric resistance. So if we talk about electric resistance as R here, resistance. If we have wire, its length as 2 meters, and we have another wire, its length is 1 meter. Which one of them has more electric resistance? مين اللي هيبقى متعب أكتر؟ Electric resistance, as we studied before, it is the opposition faces the electric current. Which one will which has more electric resistance from these wires. طبعا اكيد الطريق الطويل هو long road is more make you more tired، هيخليني متعب بالنسبه لي. as the electric current here has high resistance in this wire more than this wire, so R, which means electric resistance, is directly proportional with length of the wire. Length of the wire. Which means what? Which means if the wire length increase, the electric resistance will increase also. If the length of the wire decrease, the electric resistance will decrease also. So we talk about the first factor affecting the electric resistance. أول حاجة تأثر في electric resistance. Number one, what? Number one is length of the wire. Number one is length of the wire, and length of the wire is what? Is directly proportional with what? With the electric resistance. Okay. If we have two metallic wires, عندنا سلكين metallic wires have the same length. Have the same length. Number one is, for example, 4 meters, and its cross section, which means thick, تخنه قد كده. For example. And we have another metallic wire have the same length, نفس الطول, but its cross section like that. تخنه كده. Which one has here, dear students, the more resistance? Both have the same length, 4 meters, but here the cross section like that, and here the cross section اللي هو التخن like that. مين هيبقى عنده electric resistance أكبر؟ مين هيتعب الكهرباء أكتر؟ واحد يقول لي الشارع الوايد رود، الشارع الواسع أسهل، ولا نارو رود، نارو ستريت، الشارع الضيق؟ طبعا in this case we talk about more easily traffic as wide street، الشارع الواسع. So here we talk about cross section. We talk about cross section. R is inversely proportional. Is what? Inversely proportional with cross section of the wire. With cross section of the wire. Okay, how come? As if the cross section increase, the electric resistance decrease. If the cross section decrease, the electric resistance increase. طبعا كل ما الكروس سكشن او تخن السلك يوسع يبقى اسهل الكهرباء، يبقى the electric resistance is inversely proportional with what? With cross section of the wire, and at the same time is directly proportional with length of the wire او طول السلك. So now, dear students, we have two factors affecting the electric resistance، بيأثروا في electric resistance. As we have length of the wire, if length of the wire increases, the electric resistance will increase also. If the cross section increase, the electric resistance decrease. So we have here inversely proportional، أو زي ما بيسموها تناسب عكسي. With cross section, the electric resistance is inversely proportional. With length of the wire, the electric resistance is directly proportional. So we have two factors. May we have a question as what happens when? اللي يحصل لو يعني يعني مش give reason, what happens if the length of the wire increase concerning بالنسبة the electric resistance. أقول له if the length of the wire increase, the electric resistance will increase, directly proportional. We have another what happens when the cross section increase concerning the what? The electric resistance. أقول له cross section increase يبقى electric resistance decrease, because we have here inversely proportional. So may we have another indirect question. ممكن we have another indirect question. تعالوا نكتبه كده مع بعض. question عامل ازاي؟ يلا نكتبه مع بعض. What happens when the length of wire increases concerning يعني بالنسبة the electric, no, not electric resistance, electric current intensity. How can we answer question like that? By mathematical rule. We know R equal V over I. So the relation here between electric resistance and the current intensity is what proportional? Is inversely proportional. مش هما one up one down and we have equal between them? Yes. So here we can answer. When the length of the wire increases, the electric resistance يحصل له ايه؟ مش احنا اتفقنا length of the wire is directly proportional with electric resistance? Yes. So if length of the wire increases, أقول له the electric resistance increases. Yes. And we know electric resistance is inversely proportional with electric current intensity. So electric current intensity مالها؟ Yes, decreases. Indirect question. We talk about here relation between length of the wire and electric current intensity. We can mention the relation between length of the wire and electric resistance by knowing the relation between the electric resistance from the mathematical rule and what? And electric current intensity, I. As you see, dear students. So we use rheostat as a variable resistance to know the relation between the changeable resistance to change length of the wire or cross section to change R, and if we change R as electric resistance is inversely proportional with electric current intensity and directly proportional with potential difference, which means if the electric resistance increase, the potential difference increase, as you see from the mathematical rule. Okay. Uses of rheostat. Rheostat is used for what? Rheostat, it's symbol like that with arrow. Don't forget to write the arrow. Okay. And we know rheostat is variable resistance. يبقى uses of rheostat to change what and what? to change potential difference and current intensity. Current intensity. So now we know the uses of rheostat. R equal V over I. One student may ask me, rheostat is R? Yes, but R variable, متغيرة. So if we change R, we change also V, because V is directly proportional with what? With electric resistance. And if we change R, electric resistance, also we change what? We change I, because electric current intensity is inversely proportional with electric resistance. So we use here electric rheostat as variable resistance to change potential difference, or to control يعني the potential difference and the electric current intensity. May to change or control. If we change, we can control both potential difference and electric current intensity. We have here to watch this video, as you see here, dear students, as we have rheostat here, as we have slider, and we have direction, this slider movable, and here we have metallic wire, and here we have copper rods, this metallic wire, and this slider we can move it from left to right to change the length of the wire. كل ما بحركها بغير length of the wire. And if we change the length of the wire, also we can change what? We can change the electric resistance. So we can change what here, dear students? Potential difference and electric current intensity. You can look at the monitor here on the ammeter. We can at first time the number here is 24, as you see here. الرقم هنا كان 24 ampere. If we increase the length of the wire, كل ما بزود طول السلك, the electric resistance increase. So the electric current intensity decrease. Yes, because electric current intensity and electric resistance is inversely proportional. بصوا, the number 21, 18, 16, 12, 10, 8, 7, and number becomes 7 here, because the electric resistance increase, so the electric current intensity decrease. So dear students, as we watch in this video, we know how can we deal with rheostat as a variable resistance. Depends on length of the wire, and at the same time we depends on what the cross section. If the electric resistance change, so also we have to know here the potential difference will change directly proportional with electric resistance, and electric current intensity will change because it inversely proportional with the electric resistance. We have now finished our lesson today, but we have some questions, as we see here, to try to answer this question, and then we will end this episode. Now we finish lesson 1, but we have some questions, as you see on the monitor here. Define. أول question قدامنا بيقول لي define electric current from the previous episode. Electric current, not electric current intensity. Electric current, it is flow of electrons in conductor or metallic wire. Okay, we talk about what? We talk about the electric current only. Okay. Number 2, we have electric potential of a conductor. We have electric potential, not potential difference. Not potential difference. What is meant by electric potential? Electric potential is what? Yes, condition of conductor. حالة السلك. shows بتورينا the direction of current to or from it. يا ترى the electric current moves from the conductor طالعة من السلك like the plugs أو الفيشة or to the wire like the مثلا television. يبقى condition of conductor حالة السلك shows the direction of current to or from it طلع منه ولا جاي له. Give reason for here as I will give you these give reason as a homework here dear students. Number one أنا مش هجاوبهم انتوا هجاوبهم on our group on Facebook مدرسة على الهوا ابتدائي وإعدادي. And you know and I have many answers about the previous homework in the previous episode. As we have here number one in the electric circuit the ammeter is connected series. يا ترى ليه؟ We talk about what? In this question we talk about ammeter and way of connection. Why? Number one as the first question. And the second question here as a homework. In the electric circuit the voltmeter is connected what? Is connected parallel. So we have to answer according to the voltmeter its connection and ammeter its connection. Okay? And here we have a point of comparison as a compare between ammeter and voltmeter according to use of measuring. Ammeter used to measure what? Number one, ammeter used to measure electric current intensity as I here. Voltmeter used to measure potential difference and electromotive force. Types of connection as in ammeter is series connection. Here we have parallel connection. And number three we have measuring unit of ammeter is ampere. And last point in our lesson today the measuring unit of potential difference or electromotive force is volt. By this question dear students as we have here our homework ما ننساش الهومورك بتاعنا اهو. By this question dear students we have to finish our episode today. I hope you get more benefits from this lesson. Next time we will talk about inshallah the types of the electric current as we have AC and DC. I hope you get more benefits from this lesson. Thank you. See you soon.